Wir müssen die Juden erwarten.
Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
Hey, fellow babies, thanks for joining us here on the Friday update show with the Shills and Dunk. We come into this show night after night, day after day, saying, oh, Lord, thunder and Jesus, I can't believe it, but it's got worse. And, well, we're saying it again, aren't we?
It can't get any worse.
Yeah, we need a thing for that, right? You know?
Oh,
Some guy saying that as he's falling off a cliff. It can't get any worse.
Just a graph.
Yeah.
Of time and worse. And it just like, it's just going up and up and up.
Yeah. I mean, just a taste. We've got an update on that real cute little boy with the blue hat who is still in ICE custody. We've got massive updates on the Epstein files and some really horrid shit to share. We've got reporters and independent media being targeted and arrested. I mean, the Gestapo is busy, people. Holy.
Yes. We've got the raid, the FBI raid on the all the documents, all the voting data and everything that's been stripped bare, now in the hands of Trump and his Nazi regime.
Yeah, Tom Homan. You know that guy? Like, we've all got a Tom Homan. Just draw a tiny little face on your thumb and then squish it down so it's all wrinkly, and you've got your own Tom Homan.
But it's got to be accepting. It's got to be accepting a bribe of $50,000.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got to draw some money in the bottom, right? You know. But he outright said if local law enforcement would play ball, we might be able to de-escalate some. Are you kidding? Play ball? You mean get out of the way so you can lock the place down before the midterms? Just screw you, you bribe-taking con man.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Yeah, and there's even more. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
There's more.
Yeah.
There's more.
So let me just load myself up to say, oh, yeah. And you got the eggs and the hats and unfettered ambition of Melania, because, of course, she's in the conversation somehow.
Yeah, she's a movie star now, yeah.
Oh, God. I hope they put in the quote about Christmas, because nobody likes fucking Christmas, you know.
She doesn't like fucking any time, especially not Trump.
Oh man, Ken. Oh God. It'd just be like rotten Italian sausage coming at you. Horror show.
You know what? You know why Melania hates fucking Christmas? Because that's the time of year when Donald Trump gets his little mushroom out and says, Melania, it's Christmas time for my present. My once a year, my once a year blowy.
Yeah. Come tickle the mushroom. So let me flip this around to the thumbnail and the title of the show, because we'd be remiss if we didn't jump on that right away. But journalist Don Lemon, formerly with CNN, I believe, and a couple other places, pretty well-known dude, was arrested in connection with his coverage of the protest against United States President Trump's deadly immigration stuff in Minnesota. His lawyer, Abe Lowell, said that Friday the journalist was arrested in Los Angeles, where he was covering the Grammy Awards. Lennon was charged with conspiracy and interfering with the First Amendment rights of worshipers related to his attendance at a January 18 protest in which demonstrators disrupted a church service in the city of St. Paul, Minnesota. And so this guy's been a journalist for 30 years, and his constitutionally protected work in Minneapolis was no different than what he's always done. This was the lawyer's direct quote. There's a First Amendment of the Constitution which protects the freedom of the press, he pointed out, and it exists to protect journalists whose role it is to shine the light and the truth and hold those in power accountable. Don will fight these charges vigorously and thoroughly in court, was another statement from the lawyer.
It shouldn't even be that hard, really.
No doubt, right? Pam Bondi confirmed the arrest. That seditious blonde bimbette that does nothing with the Department of Justice except use it as a sword for Herr Trump. She confirmed the arrest on Friday here, saying Lemon had been taken into custody with 3 others in connection with what she described as a coordinated attack on City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm sorry, but what the are you talking about, Bondi? Because it's no coordinated attack from a man like him. That is preposterous. So I ask you,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, he was just reporting on it, wasn't he? He didn't organize it.
No, he wasn't there throwing pepper spray balls and stuff and shooting people with, less lethal ammunition and pushing people around and bullying. Oh, wait a minute. That's ice holes. Right. No, he was just simply covering a protest.
And since when aren't you allowed to protest in a church?
No, Jesus famously did it.
Yeah, I was going to say Jesus did that.
Yeah, boy went in and kicked some ass, right?
Lock him up, crucify him.
Yeah, So,
Makes no sense.
Whoa, what just happened? My whole system went crazy there. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. It's a very strange situation, and sadly, this cat's not the only one, because you got Georgia Fort, who is an independent journalist, and she's been all wrapped up in this and arrested, as well as Jamael Lydell Lundy and Trahern Jeen Crews. Sorry about the pronunciation there, Mr. Crews. I would believe it is, but I'm long-haired rock and roll Canadian, and I'm just not good enough at that. But a little bit more on this before we dive into how heinous this is. Federal authorities had previously arrested Minneapolis civil rights lawyer Nakima Leave Armstrong and 2 others in connection with this protest as well. Freedom of the press groups have swiftly condemned the action, which they call major escalation in the administration's attack on journalists. There's another quote here. The unmistakable message is that journalists must tread cautiously because the federal government is looking for any way to target them. And that's Seth Stern, the chief of advocacy at the Freedom of the Press Foundation. But what an attack on freedom itself.
I'm not even too sure we should be calling it the federal government anymore.
Yeah, the federal regime.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even go far as using the word federal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bonkers, absolutely bonkers.
It's ugly. It's
and it's getting uglier. There's more.
Yeah. Here sorry. We've got a great one of Tom Homan here. That's what he looked like taking the bag of money. I just need 1 second here, everybody. Hold on, Dunk. You got to cover me here 1 sec.
oh dear, what's going on? Yeah, so resting of the. I don't have the story up here on my machine, so we can probably skip on that one. We do have another report with President Trump is somehow he's suing the U.S. Internal Revenue Service and Treasury Department for at least $10 billion, accusing the agency of an unauthorized leak of his tax returns during his first administration. Were they late?
Well, let's make sure everybody heard you clear. That's 10B with a billion.
Yeah, a billion. Yes. So he's basically suing himself to get. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be money that's coming out of the Treasury of the United States and into his pocket.
Yeah, that's why it's a B for billion, because he's shaking down himself, and everybody will just cower and go, well, can we settle for 500 million? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, I don't think he would settle. I mean, I think he'll just take it because he can, because he's the one who'll have to veto it. He'll say, no, I'll have it. And sorry, did you want money for your benefits and SNAP and healthcare and all that sort of stuff?
It's gone.
Yeah, there seems to be no money in the Treasury anymore. It's all in my pocket now. So you'd better bow down to me. I mean, is there any point going any further in this story? I don't think there is. It does go on and gives you details, but quite frankly, I don't care. I mean, there was a press conference earlier, and there was a reporter that asked him, why, can you tell us about you suing the IRS for $10 billion? And he just immediately went into, who are you? Who you with? You're not a very nice person. It's fake news. Blah blah blah. Go away. Next person. And then the next reporter just asked a completely different question. If I was at that report, I would have just asked the same question.
Exactly.
They got these reports now got. They've really got to stand up to him now.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. Absolutely. There's also, like, I would say that this kind of ties in with all of his attacks on the Fed and whatnot, and nomination of a new person and so on, where he really wants to take the American control of cash and turn it into an oligarchy thing through crypto and stuff. I think he would love to do it. And even though he's not going to live to see it.
Yeah.
So it's obvious he's just so bought and paid for it.
Yeah. It's time to start putting that champagne on ice.
Yeah. There was where was the thing, Dunk? We were talking about this. There is the clear case of obvious he's not in charge when Prime Minister Carney here of Canada announced that he had gotten a deal on EVs done with China, and in return with some farm products, agriculture going their way, I think is how it worked. Trump first said, hey, way to go. If you can get a deal with China, grab it. I would. But then 2 days later, he's throwing around massive tariff threats over deals with China and Canada and whatnot. And it's clearly because his honest reaction was the first one, and then the powers that be in the background told him, no, Donald, this is your response, bitch. And this is what happened.
Yeah.
I totally believe it.
Pity Steve Miller isn't at death's door.
Yeah. Oh, if only, right? If only. So,
Hey, Miller.
Yeah. Now here, where is it here? Here's a little bit more on Don Lemon as well here. There's where is it here? Sorry, everybody. I my highlights are all gone, right? There's a thing like in normal times, there's sort of an expectation that even if a journalist's conduct might technically fit the legal elements of a crime, say like jaywalking to get the footage of a protest or known criminal coming out of court for something or whatever, prosecutors will exercise their discretion and judgment not to apply the law on petty little things that interfere with the press bringing the news to the masses, because this is why we have protections for them. And there's quite a few people right now reporting more and more as I'm refreshing these few pages, more and more professionals within journalism itself are just freaking out about this, because the Trump regime literally thinks it's going to use the DOJ and the hand of the so-called law to silence its critics in news now.
There was a bit the other day. Some reports from the Associated Press were trying to record an ICE arrest, and they were basically just rounded up by the ICE officers and shoved back in their car and told them to stay there.
Wow.
Otherwise, there'd be consequences.
Wow.
It's like they're actually forcing the reporters away from the news,
which has to be defended and fought against. And, like, oh my gosh, it's so.
Yeah.
And now take it, for example, the case of, what is that little punk's name again? Jaden Scott. Here, we have a picture of him right there. The guy that did that video in front of Merck's place saying, look, we know where you live and all that stuff and whatnot. What will ever happen in a legal sense when a piece of shit like Jaden Scott here can do something like that to Merck if the Trump regime are truly in control of the story and the narrative and what's going to happen? A schmuck piece of trash like Jaden Scott will end up getting away with it.
Well, not only will he get away with it, he'll probably get a gold star or a letter of commendation from the president.
Yeah. He'll get a gold encrusted dildo shaped just like what Trump wishes he was, right? Yeah. It'll be of Arnold Palmer. Yeah, Ugh. That thing with Palmer still freaks me out, the way he went on about that. He must have seen it in the locker room and just got so obscenely jealous,
Yeah.
Hey, we got a member message shout out here from Adam Rounds. Sorry, Adam. Adam Rounds. What's up, Shillies? Sadly, we're just trying to enjoy ourselves while talking about some horrid stuff in the world. But thanks for the shout out, man. Awesome.
Makes you sick.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that little boy with the blue hat there, I was going to do a little update with him. The one that got grabbed up? Yep. He is still in custody with ICE, and he has been seen by somebody that's not on the inside, like an ICE agent, maybe a lawyer or whatever.
Jasmine Crockett went to visit him.
Oh, okay. Because I had a few quotes there, and the page just refreshed and changed. So I'm going to have to go by memory. But the quote was, he looks lethargic and definitely malnutrition, like not being cared for properly. And dad's trying to comfort him as best. And when you hear reports of like worms in food and moldy stuff and ill care, I cannot believe that a 5-year-old has to go through this.
Yeah, apparently it's really affecting his mental state. They can tell it. That's why he's like lethargic. He can barely stay awake.
Yeah, exactly. Unbelievably horrific. Oh wow.
Yeah, and he's not the only one. Apparently, they got these detention centers full of people. They've got them all dressed up like members of Squid Game in these like multicolored little outfits, probably sorting out their ethnicity.
Oh yeah,
or whatever. And apparently there was another reporter was chased off the grounds of ICE Entertainment Center because he was basically there filming, and he could hear the screams through the doors. I mean, really?
Yeah. And
is
then
that where we are?
Oh, and I saw a video earlier today, Dunk, of an ICE agent, and the ICE agent says to the guy, "Hey, where are you from? Who are you anyway? Show me some ID." The guy says, "Why would you say that to me?" And the ICE agent says, "Well, listen to your accent. You don't sound like I do."
Mm. Yeah, I know. It's weird because, I mean, you remember that film? Remember that film, Civil War, that came out, a couple of years ago? And there's a bit with the soldiers, like, questioning people and say, we're Americans. Well, what kind of American are you? And we're at that stage.
Yeah.
We're at that stage now.
Mm-hmm. I know like third and fourth generation families from India, Pakistan, Korea and stuff in our neighborhood. And they have a slight accent, even though they're born and raised in Canada, because they got their elders speaking native language to them all their lives and stuff. And it does that, right?
Yeah.
The fuck, man? Are you kidding me? You don't give somebody that behaves that way a gun and a badge and a can of tear gas and, well, you know what I mean, right? Well,
yeah,
it's unbelievable. So, okay, I'm going to save Trump and the files for round 2, part 2 of the show tonight. Remember that, everybody. We've got a part 2 coming up. The link will be pinned in the live chat just before we're done this one. It's also in the description, and there's a redirect that will send you there as well. So, and that's when we're going to dive into some of the revelations from Epstein files that were posted and then pulled real quick. But people found them, and it is horrific shit. We're going to have to be very careful how we share this because I'm just not getting graphic. There's no fucking way.
Yeah. We're gonna do it all in via Braille.
Yeah,
so you'll have to use your touch screens, I'm afraid.
I don't think this is a topic for touch screens. If you think that through,
okay.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Yeah. Iran right now. I believe. Sleet's mentioning this in the chat just before I switch the topic here. 1 second. Sorry. I think because of the fallout that we're going to see from the Epstein files, they already found files that are absolutely incriminating to Trump. You're damn right they're going to find more because there's no way these inept fools did it properly. And I think Iran, both with protest and now with Trump and threats, is going to be center stage within hours. He's just
gonna go full meltdown.
Yeah.
I hate to think where he's going to go now. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, how can you make any predictions or guesses these days? Because each day he just like throws, another curveball surprise that you weren't expecting. And
yeah. And the new video of Alex Preddy that has come out that was from like 11 days before, where he was getting in the face of a few of the agents a bit.
Yeah.
That is now caused Trump and a few to double down, calling him an insurrectionist.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been pointing out errors in it that leads them to believe that it's AI. Now, I'm not too sure it is because
interesting.
But there are sort of like certain things. I'm not sure if people are taking like screen grabs of stuff and then running it through an AI enhancer.
Right.
To get a better image, and that's causing issue. I haven't had a good look at the video myself.
The Trump regime has already admitted to doing this with that activist that was arrested and stuff. So I wouldn't put it past that they've done it a lot more, right?
But here's the thing. It still comes down to this simple fact that even if he was super aggressive and spat at the agents and kicked the car in, caused criminal damage, he should have been done for that. But that still doesn't
justify being executed.
Not at all. Not in the slightest.
Exactly. That is so fucked up, dude. You're not wrong. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. As far as I'm concerned, the man's still a hero for defending the woman, and she did get away, and sadly he didn't.
Yeah.
But yes, this thing again with Tom Homan, remember you can make your own just by drawing on your thumb and going like this. Tom Homan saying if local law enforcement would cooperate, we might be able to de-escalate the situation and stuff. The idea for a moment was hopeful that this would change what's going on down there. And I don't believe Homan would change anything. If not, he'd escalate it or start taking bribes to keep your city block safe. Right?
Yeah. The only de-escalation is to take the ice out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And sadly, some Democrats have voted for a partial 2-week extension on the government funding, the whole thing with maybe a shutdown and whatnot. And ICE has 2 more weeks of partial funding before the true maybe not government shutdown starts to kick in here. And I gotta say, I'm completely devastatedly disappointed in any Democrat who would vote for any extension of funds in light of what's going on.
I'm flabbergasted. If the only reason, if they actually came out and said, the reason is we're giving them 2 weeks of funding so they can get in their fucking cars, leave and settle the bills with the Hilton. I mean, if that's what they're funding for, fine. But you got to come out and say it. Otherwise, I'm just like gobsmacked that you'd even, support this in any shape or form.
Yeah.
Or are they Democrats? Are they Republicans in sheep's clothing?
So, man, no,
I hate to say that's almost not even a joke.
I know. Yeah. But I'm devastated that they caved over this. And I do believe that some of the justification would be, well, Bovino was pushed aside, blah, blah, so maybe this is going to get better. Are you kidding me? Who's giving the orders, you stupid schmucks? Trump is. It doesn't matter who's down there. They do what they're told.
Yeah.
Come on. So disappointing. Would somebody tie Chuck Schumer's nose to his fucking shoes so he can find what he's looking for and stay out of it for a minute, Now,
Bernie Sanders put out a post. I saw it come up on Facebook. It was like a tweet or whatever. And he basically went through a list of things that's been happening. And he basically said, we got to resist. We got to resist. We got to fight back. And I thought, yeah, okay. How? I'm getting kind of like tired of these. I mean, I love Bernie Sanders to bits. He's little grandpa. But you can't just say resist, fight back. Need fucking leadership.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King. If without him, that whole movement wouldn't have had anything because he was the leader. You need someone to lead this bloody fight. Yeah. And Gavin Newsom, he's not good enough. He's too busy, doing his little bits and bobs, and he'll come out and call Trump out.
California is like, basically a country unto itself. So he does have a pretty busy job, right? He's got to do them first, right?
Oh yeah. But you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
You need someone who doesn't have a job, say, like maybe like Obama. He doesn't have a job, and come out and start the movement, carry on. There's going to be a No Kings protest, and I thought, oh, brilliant! They're organising another No Kings protest. When's that? Oh, end of March.
Yeah, but did you see what happened today in Minneapolis, and I think in other places too? They did that whole "we're not going to work today" economic shutdown thing, and
general strike.
Yeah, that's it. And Merck was showing it, and it was just wall to wall people on the streets. Oh my God! Yeah, it's growing, right?
Yes.
So No Kings might be one coming up, but I don't think that takes away from the fact that there's many people out there continuously now. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, definitely in Minneapolis. I mean, they're sick to the back teeth of the whole thing.
Oh,
but they shouldn't be the only ones.
Yeah.
And what's going on with the rest of America? You're just like, I know there's like other demonstrations and small demonstrations going on all the time. But you think that at this point, everybody should be out in the street. Every state should be out in the street. Even the red ones, even the red states should be out marching. Because they got just as much to lose as everybody else in the end.
Especially with this gun talk. I mean, finally, we did get at least a statement and stuff from the NRA. But as far as I'm concerned, all you self-respecting, gun-toting Republicans had let your entire thing down by not screaming bloody murder for once the statement really makes sense over the fact that they're flipping out that Alex Preddy had a fucking gun, but a license to have it.
Yeah, I think the whole, I hate to say
coward motherfuckers, stand up like you always did before.
Yeah, but the Alex Preddy thing will be swept aside, swept under the rug very soon. Nobody will be talking about that anymore, and we'll be back to square one again.
Yeah.
Like you do with school shootings all the time.
Oh, God. I think people are numb to that, sadly,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah. So, yeah. Even more on this Tom Homan thing here. He says, only common sense cooperation that allows us to draw down the number of people we have here. We are not surrendering our mission at all. We're just going to do it a little smarter. A little smarter. He said, Trump wants this fixed, and I'm going to fix it.
Well, so they send the dumbass in to be smarter.
Yeah. Send in the guy that took the bribe to cover up for the fact that we had a couple of fucking outright on the streets in broad daylight murders. Yeah.
No, that's going to work out well.
And Trump is now saying, like, this was a little bit ago, but that Alex Preddy's stock has gone way down following the video that came out. It's quite a display of abuse and anger, crazed and out of control. Trump, that's all we see your ice holes doing. I can't, if you say he was, then how come the people that draw and shoot into somebody's back aren't worse? How can something like murder be politicized? How? This is not right versus left. It's right versus wrong. Sorry ass orange painted piece of garbage.
Yeah, you're saying all the right words, but you just think it's just like water off a duck's back with them.
Yeah,
they literally don't give a fuck.
No, exactly. It's so bad.
What was the other thing? Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Trump was demanding that Obama was to be arrested.
Yeah. For what?
Because of the investigation into Trump.
Oh my God!
In his which was that? Was that his first term? Prior to his first term, and Obama obviously did an investigation, and it goes back to the whole Russia thing, and that Trump goes on about. Yeah, but he's demanded that Obama be arrested.
Wow!
Great, go on then, arrest him. Let's see that go into court.
I don't. How can we be in a spot where the leader of a country just says, arrest this person? Like, I mean, good God, even the Queen of England never bothered trying that.
Putin did.
Sorry?
Putin did.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. But we're talking about the leader of a free world, right? You know?
No. Ex-free world.
Yeah.
It used to be a free world. Well, say free world. It's not free world, is it? It's free America.
Imagine a modern leader. I want this person arrested. Why? They piss me off. You know?
The funny thing is, we've been talking about this for months and talking about the whole the Trump authoritarian regime. And it has been called an authoritarian regime months ago. And but still no one is actually really calling it that. And yet each month goes by with more authoritarian regime stuff going on.
Yeah.
And but no one is saying, authoritarian regime.
Yeah.
It's there. We're
I know.
already there. We got Gestapo troops.
Yeah.
Running around kicking the shit out of people, arresting the reporters.
Yeah.
Educators, scientists. What's next? The poets, the artists.
Yeah.
Anyone who wasn't in Melania's film.
Can you imagine? Had this happened previous in history, the Beatles would have shown up in America and then instantly been jailed.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Right? And then Elvis goes on tour and the UK take him instead. And there's a prisoner negotiation. Like, what the hell? And that's pretty much where we are. This can't be real.
Mick Riley says in the chat that Trump was having a go at Bruce Springsteen's song.
Yeah.
About Minnesota. Now, I would love it if the Village People did a cover of it. Now, that would hurt him to the core.
Dude.
Or Nicki Minaj.
Dude, I just had a thought of a parody song we could do of the Village People. It's fun to stay out on Epstein Island. I think that's why they really sing the song.
They don't need to do a parody of them. They already are a parody.
Yeah. Here's the thing. This is about the Melania movie. Here's I got to share this before we flip the script to the second part here and do the files and everything. She has no friends, but everyone who works for her dresses like her. Melania appears an entirely airless existence in which she glides solo about gilt corridors in silence, David Lynch style, observed by tight-lipped heavies. All her staff dress in defiance to her, mostly in black, but sometimes, as in the case of her interior designer, in matching camel-colored three-piece suit.
Who wrote that? ChatGPT?
Yeah, well, it could have been. The writer, Catherine, she kind of looks like Archie Bunker's wife from All in the Family. And it's all like she's uninterested in catering. She dislikes anything baggy. She's a gifted interior designer. She and Donald are very close. She and Barron are very close. These are just the headline parts, right? Her favorite artist is Michael Jackson. You know, that's really starting to explain a lot in her taste in men.
No.
Just saying. And they even say in this review that Amazon gets some of its money's worth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is somebody writing at The Guardian. Yeah. Being an enigma suits Melania. Are you fucking kidding me?
An enigma.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean good.
No. It means you're that odd chick that looks like a lamp that stands in the corner waiting for her hubby to die so she can have the fucking money.
Yeah, enigma means we don't understand you.
Yeah, what the hell? So take our advice. Don't bother unless you're like having one of those Discord drunken watch parties or something. It might be worth it then, right? You know, I would wait for the AI'd Weekend at Bernie's nude edition of the movie.
Oh God, no.
They drag her around pretending she's still alive so they can play in her house for a weekend.
Yeah. Oh God.
Weekend at Donald's.
I wonder if there's, all the YouTubers that do movie reviews. I wonder if there's any of them who are going to get around to doing a movie review of it.
Oh, I wonder.
Or they're just like, I'm not even gonna touch it. I don't even want it to get a view.
Yeah. I'll
just download it from a torrent site. So
yeah,
one person has recorded it. Yeah. And so on the books, only one person has ever seen the movie.
Yeah.
Loads of people have downloaded it just to check it out.
Yeah. All we need is one person to record it and share it. So it just dies a horrible death, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
You prick.
What just an ego trip from hell. Who is going to watch that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, one last thing before we flip to part 2 here. The Pattison Group, they're a British Columbia dude, real rich. He just found out that this industrial building that he owns in Virginia was going to be bought from him and turned into an ice facility. And as soon as he found out, he killed the paperwork on the spot. And he said, "You ain't getting my building, motherfuckers."
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
There is, man.
They're trying to buy up facilities.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Chris Lundy says, how about we do a Mystery Science Theater 3000 of the Melania movie on the Shills Discord? All right. I will defile the server and download that vile bit of data, and everybody will get wasted and we'll watch that filth.
Yeah, well, you have fun. I won't.
Oh, I think I could come up with some great jokes and entertainment during that.
Yeah, I know, but it's still... Ugh.
Yeah. It'd be like watching a porno made with alligators.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'd watch that. That sounds great.
I can only imagine the ego that's going to be on display in the artsy, fartsy delivery of it, right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, but apparently it's got a fantastic original soundtrack that's never been used. Melania, that's what it means by original.
Yeah. You did
not download it from the YouTube library.
Oh, man. They threw Kid Rock in the studio. Yeah, the Village People and Kid Rock got together and did the soundtrack.
Oh, dear.
Oh, man.
And Nicki Minaj.
Oh, no. I didn't realize she was such a righty,
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, strange thing for a black woman.
Yeah, well, especially with
These
all
days.
and whatnot. And right?
Oh, dear.
Yeah. There's a guy.
Apparently on the Nicki Minaj thing, I want to point out that she's chumming up with Trump because apparently she's got a relative she wants pardoned. Who's
oh my God, really? She's probably going to put out a song and put all proceeds to the Trump Bitcoin Foundation or something, right?
Well, he might just pay it into the IRS. His Trump's going to get it anyway.
Yeah.
Just pay your taxes.
Yeah, 10 billion. Are you kidding? He just bankrupts the country.
Yeah,
Thanks, I'm done.
Yeah.
Where are you heading off to? Oh, I bought an island.
Yeah, it was going cheap. Got it secondhand from an old friend of mine.
And speaking of Jeffrey Epstein and everything, stick around because in part 2, that's what we're getting into. It is vile, disgusting. We'll keep it as cool as we can. We're not going to cross any weird lines of content and stuff, but Trump is a sick motherfucker.
Do you think, before we go, and is a question for the chat and the and in the comment section, do you think the entire Trump cabinet have like a grab bag at the front door of their house ready to go? And so, you know, when the troops come in, when the military coup is, they're just gonna get on their planes that the Trump administration has bought for them. And they got their plans. They're off to Argentina probably.
Just like the Nazis they are.
Yeah, Argentina, Venezuela. Yeah, they got that. They'll probably even go to Iran. I don't know.
Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah, coming soon. Trump and Family reality TV show. My Life in the Congo.
Oh, it'd be great because we'd be hunting them down again, like we did, the Nazis after World War II.
Imagine big game hunters lining up to hunt Trump in some jungle somewhere. Oh,
we'll just send the Proud Boys after him. Go have fun with your guns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they don't care. Yeah, as long as they're getting paid, they don't care. Yeah. So, part 2, you got the link pinned at the top of the live chat. You've got the link in the description, and there's a redirect as soon as the show ends. See us there, and we'll continue with part 2 where we dive into some Epstein files shit.
Yeah, we're really, really, really sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry. That's what they're going to do. You watch. Okay, we'll see you there.
Yeah, see.